Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your spiritual reading. Whatever comes out, I'm just going to read it as is. If this reading does resonate, www.brattytarot.com is where it's at to book a personal one-on-one Zoom call with me, or you can book a pre-recorded reading. I do have plenty of delivery options on the drop-down menu when you get to checkout. If this reading does not resonate with you, make sure that you check for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter placement. Okay, keep in mind that this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading. What does that mean? That means that I could be picking up on your ex's energy, your parents' energy, your daughter's energy, whatever the case. Okay, so make sure that you check for your other placements or just get it personal. Show me Pisces. The Hermit, Virgo energy, the Two of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands in reverse. So Pisces, you feel like you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and putting your best foot forward and doing it from an authentic place. You're not afraid of hard work with that Two of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands. You may be being a little bit inside of yourself. And I think the reason is because you feel like you keep pushing towards something, you keep working towards something, and nobody's taking notice. Nobody cares. It's like, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you are showing up every day, you're cleaning up everybody's crap, you're doing everybody's laundry, and nobody says thank you, nobody says a word, right? And sometimes people only appreciate you when you remove yourself, you know? You are becoming very self-aware. Tell me about that Hermit. Nine of Swords. You're becoming very self-aware that maybe for some of you, you really feel the need for external validation, or it's just that for a lot of you, you're starting to realize that you either have anxiety or you are a little bit of a worrywart, hypochondriac, or something of that nature, okay? Sorry about that, Pisces. I got a phone call. So with this Ten of Pentacles and the Fool energy here at the bottom, I feel like you're kind of looking for more. It's like you want more. You want to take an opportunity. Maybe you feel like you've been doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe you feel like you've been pulling your weight for so long and you're just not getting the recognition, and you may feel a little defeated. And you may be like, okay, well, what if I just say F it all? Stop doing the same things that I've been doing and do something completely different. Throw the baby out with the bathwater and start brand new. It's like you're in this process of figuring out who you are. And by figuring out who you are, I feel like, you're going to know what you want. I heard a little respect. Some of you want a little respect. And then I got the Three of Cups in reverse. The Two of Wands, the Lovers. You may be getting a little impatient or waiting for something to get better than it is. It's kind of like, when you're reading a book and you're like, all right, you read the first chapter and you're like, yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for, right? But you're like, oh, maybe it'll get better. So you read a couple more chapters, you get to chapter 4, you're like, man, it's just really not getting better. But it's like you just keep reading it just in case. I feel like you're maybe in that kind of scenario. What's that Three of Cups in reverse? The Five of Wands. I feel like there's something going on in your life that's like gossip, rumors, drama, third-party situations, fights, arguments, or you just simply wanting to isolate yourself, spend time alone. And I feel like it's because you've already done so much work on yourself. You've gained so much self-awareness and you've worked so hard. And it's like, if you keep knocking at a door and nobody's answering, how much longer are you going to knock until you're white in the knuckles? And so now you're getting to this point where you're like, once again, how do I come out of my comfort zone? How do I make decisions based around my higher self? And when you're trying to make decisions based around your higher self, it's like, I remember, for instance, right, and this is just a small example, and I only give my own examples and derive from my own life because that's the best way that I know how to guide people. there was this girl and she was with her friend, and I was wearing, it was like summertime, and I was wearing these little shorts because I can, okay, this little like crop top, hot pink, like heart, whatever. And like I know I'm 36, but I don't care. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. You know what I mean? And they were just talking crap about me, just whispering things, giggling, like saying all of these things, right? And so old me would have been like, well, I'm not going to say what I would have said, what an old me would have said, but just some not so nice things, right? I probably would have gotten to a serious altercation, physical or not. But instead, I stopped myself and I said, what is the energy or the example that I want to lead by? If I'm going to take the lead in my life, how could I properly initiate this situation? And also, for them to do that to me, where is that coming from? It likely has nothing to do with me, right? Now, this is my high vibrational self speaking. It likely has nothing to do with me, because happy people and secure people do not go around trying to hurt others or trying to make others insecure. Only unhappy people do that. So before I checked out at the cash register, because it was at a store, the girl was right next to me and we just happened to get on the line at the same time. And I turned around and I looked at her and I said, I just want to say, I really, really love your hairstyle. And she looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, I really, really love your hairstyle. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope you have a great day. Right? This is how we make decisions from my higher self. And who knows what she could have taken from that? Who knows what she could have taken from that? And so there's something to be said about that. And I feel like these are the beginnings that you're trying to have in your life. And by you making these decisions based around your higher self is how you're going to get to that level of appreciation. Because you're going to be up here. You're going to start to appreciate self. And what happens when you appreciate self? You start moving differently. You start choosing yourself. And then when other people see that you've put yourself first, that means they're probably going to put you first. A lot of the times, it's true. Psychologically, I'm not like a psychology major or anything like that, but I've dated enough nutcases to know. No, I'm just joking, but so let's see what else. See what else we got going on. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles. What? Moon in reverse. Alrighty, so what's that Seven of Wands in reverse? The Hierophants. What is the Moon in reverse? The Three of Swords. Well, the good news is that you're allowing these changes in your life, emotional changes, mental changes, external changes in your life, to inspire you to make changes in your own life. You can't have a new beginning without an ending. There has to be one for there to be the other. And with this Queen of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse being clarified by the Three of Swords, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain that I think that you're still harboring. And I think that for a lot of you, it kind of, I don't want to say destroyed you, but for a period of time, it could have destroyed your morals, your values, or your self-worth, your self-value, feeling defeated in a lot of ways. Maybe like for some of you, maybe you were very religious or you were very spiritual. Let's say you, just for instance, okay, I'm not saying this is what it is, but just by example, let's say that you were incredibly religious and you really believed in God, and then something horrible happened to you. And then you were like, F that, you know? And so then you started feeling or feel very defeated by whatever your circumstances are or were, et cetera. And so it kind of messed up your perspective on God, or it messed up, if this was about a relationship, it messed up your perspective on relationships, etc. And so you were a little, bare-assed and white-knuckled once again with those white knuckles. But the thing is that it never stopped. You never became a bad person, or you never let it destroy your internal child, or you never let it pollute your heart. And, sometimes in our lives, circumstances will affect at least one thing a lot more than the other. So it can affect us physically, mentally, emotionally. So physically, our physical body, our mind, what's going on in our headspace, and our heart. And so sometimes when it affects people's hearts, right, they can get real nasty. They have no love to give. They don't accept love, maybe they were also physically abused in some way, God forbid, right? But maybe it didn't mess with their mind. They still have their sanity, etc. And some people, maybe they've been physically abused where it messed up their head a little bit. Now they're super paranoid, but like their heart is still pure. And so I feel like you hold on to that. I feel like you hold on to that pure heart of yours with white knuckles. You hold on to it so tight because sometimes you feel like it's the only thing that you have left. Just wrapped. You just got your hand wrapped around it like the last cookie in the house. Yeah, this is a deep read in Pisces. Yeah. Some of you really want to travel and get out more, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, Pisces, one of your rulers is Jupiter. That can sometimes represent travel. And then speaking of Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that funny? You want good things in your life. You want good things to come into your life. You want travel opportunities. You want opportunities to educate yourself. You want to find some kind of balance in your life. And I feel like the only way that you feel like you're really going to be able to do that is by letting go of the outcome, letting go of control, and just simply enjoying the freaking journey. Because really, that's all we have. We can't control an outcome. We can't control how people feel about us. We can't control what they do. We can control what we do. We can control our thoughts. We can control who we associate with we can control who we associate ourselves with, but we cannot control the universe. We cannot control the outcome. Everything responds to our energy, doesn't it? And I feel like that. Okay, so now I heard energy master. So maybe for some of you, you're going to be something like that. And which is interesting, because with that Hermit there and the Two of Swords in reverse, you're definitely very self-aware. Like you're very self-aware. You're very aware of your own energy. Tell me about that, Justice. Five of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you're hoping for more income. More financial abundance. You can get it. You just have to be a vibrational match, like I was telling Virgo. Let's see what else. Yep. Ooh, okay. There's the Six of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. Speaking of controlling, the Four of Swords in reverse. The Temperance. Okay. Six of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So there goes that thing again, where it's like not feeling emotionally fulfilled, or still holding on to past issues, or still holding a grudge towards a family member or relationship, whatever it is. But you know, there could be somebody who kind of, I hate to say it, but comes back around. Now, it doesn't have to be a lover. It can be a father figure. It can be a boss. It can be a friend. It can be anybody. But let me put it like this. It feels like there's somebody who's quite controlling. Who is this person? So that Pisces will know. The King of Cups. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could be somebody that you were once in love with, that you are in love with. The King of Cups, like just the archetype of the King of Cups, he's somebody that's very understanding, somebody that's very loving, somebody that is that can dupe as a friend and a lover, you know, almost like a therapeutic kind of love, a therapeutic kind of person. And so I don't know what this person's problem is, but it seems like they are. It's talking about that Six of Swords in reverse. The Judgment. I was going to say coming back around, and then there's the Judgment. I swear to God, I love tarot sometimes. Somebody who's coming back around because they want to control something or because they're stressed out about you. What does this person want from Pisces? The Eight of Cups in reverse. I told you, come back around. This is somebody who feels like they walked away from the love of their life, or they walked away from someone that is just a prized possession. Honestly, they feel like they up, you know, and they're like, I know it's really hard to make this work, but I want to. Even it could even be a relationship with a father figure. Give me one more for what this person wants. Sorry, I didn't mean to take all those. Just one, please. The Five of Swords. I would be careful because I feel like this person is like, Jesus. Okay, this came out again, so I can't ignore it. The Empress in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody that kind of maybe wants to keep you down a little bit. They want to work it out, but they want to work it out for their own selfish reasons. I feel like this is somebody who enjoys having some form of possession over you. Can I get advice for Pisces? Like likes to keep you down, or, you know, wants to keep you small. I feel like multiple people are involved here, or you got multiple people that are trying to gaslight you, use you, or something like that. So just protect your energy, because I feel like you're being utilized because you're putting in so much effort and nobody's saying a word. Nobody's patting you on the back. Nobody's, you know, and now I feel like this is just a lesson that you're needing to learn about something. Okay. But don't lose that heart. Don't lose that heart, Pisces. I feel like that is the most beautiful thing about you. As corny as that sounds. Pisces, it was an absolute pleasure. www.brattystarot.com is where it's at if you want to book a personal one-on-one Zoom call with me or a pre-recorded reading. Make sure that you like, comment, and share. I would love to hear from you, and make sure that you subscribe as well if you have not already. It definitely helps my channel grow. If you're into creative writing, poetry, prose, fiction, love to write, can't speak. Make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms. That information will be available on the screen. And if you'd like to read any of my short stories, you can go on my website, brattystarot.com, and look under channeled messages. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.